What's going on, Sumolings? Thank you so much for joining us for another product walkthrough webinar. I am Lindsay, and today I am joined by the team over at CloudSocial. CloudSocial lets you publish, respond, manage, and analyze content across all of your social media channels from one platform. It is starting at $59 for a lifetime deal. But before we dive into the walkthrough, I just want to tell y'all a few quick things. As always, if you want to tell us a little bit about your use case, why you're interested in this tool, go ahead and tell us about that over in the chat room. You can also tell us where you're watching from. We love to hear it. If you have any questions about the tool, the deal, how to get set up, go ahead and leave those questions in the Q&A box down below this video. We are going to circle back to the questions at the end of the walkthrough. And the last thing is that there will be a replay of this available. So if you need to step out, if you want to watch this again as you're falling asleep every night, whatever you want to do with this walkthrough, you can watch it again. There will definitely be a replay available. All right. That is it for me. Hello to our friends over at CloudSocial. How are you guys doing?
Good. All good.
We are doing great.
So I'm Manshu, the co-founder of CloudSocial, and Imtiaz who's going to walk us through a little bit about myself. So this is CloudSocial is my third startup. So first startup was in retail, which was consumer durables, televisions, etc. So that was the first electronic durable retail at a time in India when durable retail was not organized. So I scaled it to at some level and sold it. Then the second, it was not really my own startup, but it was for one of the conglomerates in India, and I set up the DTH business for them from scratch. DTH is like your dish network in US or Sky TV in UK, etc. And that took it to scale. We got listed on NASDAQ at $1 billion. And then the promoters exited, at which point I decided again to get into an entrepreneurial role. And that's how we started building CloudSocial along with my co-founder Vinod, who has been with me in my earlier journey as well. So it's been a good journey. And I think our idea of CloudSocial was really, to leverage on this prevalent widespread use of CloudSocial, especially in, small businesses across India, across US, across the world, and help them, look at use social media more effectively. So I think I won't waste most of the time on this. Now over to Imtiaz to take you through the demo. Thank you.
Hi, Sumolings. This is Imtiaz from CloudSocial, and today I'll be taking you through the walkthrough and demo of CloudSocial. So without wasting any time, let me share up my screen and start the walkthrough for you. Just give me a moment. So let me tell you something about CloudSocial. First of all, CloudSocial is a social media management and engagement platform where you will be able to manage all your social media channels effectively, and you will be also able to engage with your audience. Here through CloudSocial, what you could do is you could respond, analyze, listen, and publish from one single window.
Sorry, I'm just seeing a black screen.
All right, just give me a moment. Just give me a moment. Let me check that.
No, you're good.
Okay, let me try that again. Is the screen visible?
Yeah.
We got it.
All right, that's great. So when we talk about CloudSocial, it is basically a social media platform which helps you manage all your social media posts, and apart from that, your incoming messages effectively through one single window. So let me show you the dashboard of CloudSocial. Here in dashboard of CloudSocial, what you could see is the user role, the path which you have selected, the number of days left in the expiration for the path. Here you could see the 5 most recent mentions, and the recent posts will be displayed over here. Here below, we have the matrix for Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, YouTube, Instagram, and for email. When I talk about email, so what happens usually is for all the organizations. We have social media, a separate team, and for emails, we have a separate team available. But in CloudSocial, we have configured email as a channel so that you don't need to worry about managing two different teams for your emails as well as social media. Your emails and social media can be managed from a single window, from a single platform, that is CloudSocial. Moving forward, we have lowest response time and fastest response time with regards to team engagement, team performance. You can also track the engagement of your posts, complete user list, which all users are available in CloudSocial. All right, let's move further and let me show you how do you schedule your first post in CloudSocial. So scheduling your post is very easy in CloudSocial. All you need to do is put up your campaign title, select the image URL if you have. We also have integrated Trello here. So what you could do is you could click on Trello and create your own custom design and upload it through here. Moving forward, just a minute. All right, so moving forward, we have select file. You can actually select file from your system as well. And we have text description where you could actually put up your text message. Is my screen visible, guys? Hi, Lindsay, is my screen visible?
Yeah, it's visible. It just doesn't look like yeah, it looks like it's frozen.
Yeah.
All right. Let me again try sharing that. All right.
Now it's on a new screen.
All right. So here I was talking about how do you publish your first post in CloudSocial. So it's really easy when you come to CloudSocial. You just need to type up your campaign title name over here. You need to select the image URL. We have Trello integrated in CloudSocial. You can create your custom own designs over here by clicking and logging into your Trello account. You can also select the files from your actual system. Moving forward with regards to the text description, here
I think it's still frozen. Sorry.
All right, let me try one more time.
We're gonna nail it. If you need to restart the Zoom, that's possible too. Somebody suggests removing the video window from the screen share as that is causing the lockup. Thank you, Sumolings, by the way, for your patience and for hanging in there with us. We usually, Margie, thank you for your question. It's our new world, all of ours, we understand. Thank you, Chris. Margie, we typically don't edit the webinars before we send out the link. We usually just send them as they are. We might, we might make an exception. We'll see.
Okay. All right, I think my screen is visible to you all now.
It looks like it's good. It looks like it's responsive and scrolling. Yep, it looks good.
All right, so let me just restart again with the new post page of CloudSocial. So here, all you need to do is, put up your campaign title. You can also select the image URL, and you can also design your custom designs through Trello, which is already integrated in CloudSocial. You can select file from your computers or desktop systems and upload it over here. You can type your message with regards to the post in the text description box. We also have URL shortener available in the text description box. So once you type any particular URL, you can just shorten it up. Then moving forward, when we talk about the brands which we have in CloudSocial, so you might have several brands configured in CloudSocial. What you could do is you could click on the specific brand on which you wish to post, and then select the social media profile on which you're actually willing to post. As if I would like to post on Facebook, Twitter, or LinkedIn, I would just go forward and select the appropriate social media profile. Then if you are selecting YouTube, you have optional tags available, and we have privacy status set up for YouTube. Moving forward, if you wish to target audience on Facebook, you could do it through here as well. We have public, restricted. Once you enable the restricts option, you get the option to, just select the age value, select the locations. And moving forward, we also have publish now and publish later. When we talk about this, you could go forward and publish your post later, or we could talk in similar words, which is scheduling your post so that you can send it sometime later back. So once you select a publish now option, that particular post which you have created will be available, will be published to the social media platform immediately. Moving forward, when we talk about publish later, we have the recurrence functionality. So scheduling a post on daily, weekly, monthly, or annual basis. When we talk about the recurrence, that means repeating a particular post on that particular point of selection. If you have selected daily, that particular post will be repeated on the daily basis. When we talk about weekly, that particular post will be repeated on a specific date of the week. And when we talk about monthly, it's quite similar with weekly, monthly, and annually. Selecting a date range where we talk about, so the date range could be set as per your desire. At what date do you want to start it, and what would be the end date? So scheduling posts through different time zone is also one of the great features of CloudSocial. When we talk about scheduling in different time zones, if an XYZ user wants to publish a post into a different time zone, he can do it by just selecting the yes option and selecting the time zone in which he wishes to post. And you can select the specific date when you want to publish this post and the appropriate time when the post should be actually live on the social media browser. All you need to do is click on publish if you wish to publish the post, and if you wish to save it as draft, you can just click on save as draft button. The post will be saved, and you can just later on access that post and select the appropriate information, fill the appropriate information, and publish it later on. Moving forward, we have the calendar functionality available in CloudSocial. When we talk about calendar, all the posts which you have published are visible into calendar, and these posts are bifurcated or segregated into different color status, which is actually defined like approved and published, reject, waiting for approval, sent, resume, pause. Also, we have the calendar categorized onto monthly, weekly, and daily basis. We have the social media icon representation made in front of each and every post so that we can understand which post is posted on which social media platform. Once you hover a cursor on any specific post, you will be able to find all the post related information, like the title of the post. If you have set any recurrence, then you will be able to visibly have a visibility of start date, end date, recurrence, publisher name, approver name, status of the post, which will be the current status, attachment, if any attachment is made through that post. Let me try and show you an example over here. Just let me find out an example for you, which we have set for recurrence. There seems to be none at the moment, but this is how the visibility will look like for that particular post as well. Apart from that, when we click here on select status, you can actually recall the post which you have posted on the social media platform. So we have multiple options like delete, recall, through which you can particularly recall your post or delete if you want. We also have the functionality for recurrence when we talk about pause and resume. You can pause all your scheduled posts and resume it at the time you want. So this is also one of the great features of CloudSocial, where you could actually hold up your post, which is going to be published on social media platform. Moving forward to Omnibox, when we talk about Omnibox, Omnibox is a destination where you will be able to see all the incoming messages, tweets, comments, and emails into this unified single view window. When we talk about Omnibox, all these information of incoming message to different social media channels are considered as mention. You can see all the mentions over here. These mentions can be categorized on the basis of ticket status, where we could see which is open, assigned, in progress, ignored, close, soft close, save as draft. These mentions can be also categorized on the basis of their channel, which is Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, LinkedIn, YouTube, Messenger, email, and direct messages. When we talk about email, so under CloudSocial, as I stated, we have email configured as a channel. So you can filter out things and reply to the incoming emails in CloudSocial. So these are the emails. Also, we have the date range set of options where you could fetch the information of Omnibox from a specific date, from X date to Y. You could do that. And we have the export option available, which is you can download the reports into Excel, PDF, or directly email it to the person which you want to email to. We have the search bar available from which you could search any specific keyword, filter. You can search any specific keyword over here by the search button. And when we talk about the mentions, here we have the mentions categorized under as their ticket status, as well as the current life cycle status, what they have. So the status is defined as we have 4 life status mention, which is all mentions, approved, other feedback, and my comment. These ticket IDs will be visible under these sections. So when I talk about approved, these ticket IDs will be, just a minute, it will load up. It will be displayed in the green color. So that means your particular mention has been approved. When we talk about other feedback, this would be something visible to you in a red color. Here it is. So similarly, we have it for my comment. So when I talk about these filter, what does these filter mean? So in CloudSocial, we have the one of the greatest functionality, which we call it assign. Here we also follow a maker checker process and approval workflow process. Here we could check out. So if this particular mentions need any kind of comments or any kind of assistance, if your associate or agent want to post something, but he needs an assistance of the supervisor on the floor, he could assign this particular role to that particular agent or to the particular supervisor for an approval. So he can select the appropriate role he want to assign. He could select the priority. And if he wants to send that for approval, he can just enable the approve button. He can type his message in front of that particular message so that the reader could read it and make his own comments on that, and just click on the send button. So that's how, it's very easy in CloudSocial to send a post on approval. Similarly, we have it for FYI. So if your super admin or, if your manager wants to notify each and every people in CloudSocial, each and every people about the mentions, here you could do it through just clicking on the icon of FYI. Just a minute. I think the screen froze again. All right. So we also have the functionality to assign it via role and email.
It's blank still, sorry. All right, we see it. Looks good.
So I'll show you how to respond a particular mention in Omnibox. That is really easy. You just need to click on the mention. We have different tags available. You can select one of the pointers from the appropriate tag which you wish to assign. We have sentiment options available. You can select the sentiment as positive, negative, or neutral. You can type up your message over here, whichever you wish to respond. And you can select the status of the message and just click on the reply button to reply to that particular message. Moving forward, let me show you the advanced listen in CloudSocial. So when we talk about advanced listen, here you could actually put up or define up your query and know more about what's happening with regards to any particular keyword or brand. I have some past queries set. I'll just use one of the queries over here. With this crawl date utility, you can actually fetch the information which is like, past information for last 30 days. And what I do need to do is just click on run. So I'll be getting the results all related to iPhone 12. What are the comments, views on with regards to this? So I have selected a query iPhone 12, language would be English, and all the information which I want was related to the iPhone 12 video. And site type would be news. If I just want to hear about news, or I want the information with regards to news, thread title. And similarly, we have different filters option available over here. So you can actually fetch information based on the filters which you want. You can have a look at the filters. We have a couple of filters, more than that, available. You can select the appropriate filter and fetch the information like the way you want it. Yeah, and this is not just a part of listen. We also have reviews available. So let me complete the part by saying you can also download these into Excel and PDF format. And when we talk about reviews, you can also have a view at the reviews of any product. So similarly, we can set the call date to, past 30 days. And let me run some example queries which I have. So these are the reviews on Amazon, which I have recently configured as a query. Once you click on a particular mention, you will be able to land on that particular page and check the actual review. Here we have sort by options. If you want to sort this information related to their domain rank, reviewers count, review count, relevancy, that can be done from here. And you can also download these parts into your Excel and PDF format. So these advanced listen is one of the major feature of CloudSocial, where you will be also able to listen about your competitors, where you'll be able to find or plan up your next brand campaign and strategies. Now let's move to the analytics part of CloudSocial. When we talk about analytics, we have the analytics depending upon the social media channel, which is for Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, YouTube, Twitter. So this is how the analytics of CloudSocial looks like. So we have the complete engagement, impressions, total fan followers, likes breakdown, daily insights, weekly insights, audience growth, page impression breakdown, Facebook video breakdown. All right. Moving forward, we also have sentiment analytics. So when we talk about sentiment analytics, this is something you would be very excited to know about. We have sentiment analytics in CloudSocial, where you will be able to know about what your consumer, fans, and followers are actually thinking about your product and its services. So we have the sentiment based on machine tag, which is actually tagged by the machine. Then we have sentiment categorized with the agent part, where the agents or the associates actually tag any mentions. So also moving forward, we have sentiment timeline available. Here you could see all the sentiment timelines. And there's a classification chart, sentiment bubble chart, which is a three-way classification and a nine-way classification. Sometimes what we hear is there are some statements or comments which are not completely negative. A partial negativity is available in that particular statement or comment. So that can be classified from the sentiment, and that can be fetched out from sentiment classification 9-way. We also have word cloud. When we talk about word cloud here, what are the recent comments or words which have been used for on your particular brand or a product? You can be counted from here, and you can fetch the information from here. We have word frequency available. So to know about a particular used word, you could just come to the word frequency tab and check out this particular graph. So you'll be able to get all these informations in CloudSocial. So Lindsay, I believe we are at the edge of completing the CloudSocial walkthrough.
Awesome. Let's go ahead and answer some of these questions. Whoa, sorry, I clicked the wrong thing. I will say you have a fantastic founder who's been going through and answering a bunch of these questions already. So I'm going to go ahead and summarize probably the most popular question, which is, how does CloudSocial compare to blank? There are a lot of different ones that have been named. Some of them have been on Appsumo. Others are some of the more popular ones. I don't expect you to know every single tool on the market. So how can you tell us how CloudSocial compares to other tools and what sets y'all apart?
So compared to other tools, we have advanced listen, which is one of the great feature, I could say, where you will be able to listen with regards to any brand or any particular keyword mention. You could just fill up your query, and you would be able to fetch all the information related to that particular keyword. So advanced listen is one of the options where we could compare and say that we have a fantastic advanced listen part in CloudSocial. Apart from that, we have affordable pricings.
All right. I'm going through a bunch of these. So we have questions about the different social media platforms. I'm trying to summarize them all. So we've gotten questions about posting to Instagram, Google My Business, LinkedIn, and LinkedIn business page. I think those are all of the ones that got asked.
All right, not a problem. So with regards to those questions, I'm glad to answer that. So we have a LinkedIn business page available in CloudSocial where you will be able to, post on your LinkedIn business page. But when we talk about Instagram, LinkedIn profile, Pinterest, these things are on our roadmap, and it's something like we'll be bringing them up in the tool. But these things are definitely available in our roadmap. We are planning for it.
Can you tell me, because we get a lot of roadmap questions always, can you tell me what you're most excited about on the roadmap that we have to look forward to?
Yeah, sure. Mr. Potter will be answering these.
Right. So yeah, I think this is an evolving journey for us, and definitely one of the things which we are of course excited about in our roadmap is adding a few of the channels which we mentioned, like Google My Business as well. But I think beyond that, what we are really looking to do is actually enable bots which will be AI enabled, which will help you give answers to queries with even when you are not around. So our thought is that you can set the bot on. When the bot is on during your off business hours, it will answer as per your template. Otherwise, if it is let's say even during business hours, if you feel that some of the questions you can answer without human intervention, then the bot will first sense whether the human will be able to answer it or the bot itself can answer. And when if the bot answers itself, then it won't come to the Omnibox itself. So this is on our roadmap. So these are some of the features we are quite excited about. And definitely then I think one of the other areas which we think possibly we can look at is influencer search. But that's going to be a module which will be kind of a paid module. Even for in our regular product, which is available on our website, it is an additional module paid on. So even for Appsumo users, it will be an additional paid module. But that will allow you to search influencers basis nearly 20 odd filters. I think these are some of the things which we think are going to be quite interesting in the days, weeks, and months to come.
Cool. All right, I'm going to go through some of the unanswered questions in the Q&A box. So for adjusting image and video size to every social media platform, you depend uniquely on Crello. So are there editorial features within CloudSocial?
So we don't have a editorial feature where you can write content, but in the text box you can do whatever you want to do. But we don't have content ideas at the moment. No, that's not there.
All right. When was CloudSocial founded? How large is your team? Where are you based? And what time zone does your support team follow?
Okay, so the company is incorporated in Singapore, and we operate right now out of India. The team is based out of India. But in terms of our support, we offer 24/7, 365 days. So it doesn't really matter which time zone you come from. Somebody is always going to be at hand to answer your query.
Awesome. Can the analytics be exported as a PDF without CloudSocial branding?
Yes, you can put your own branding as well. So there is a option which will be available, which wherein you can put your own branding. So you can white label it if you wish to. Yes.
Cool. Is there a phone app?
No, we don't have a phone app. It's a desktop at the moment. Yes, web-based.
We got this question a couple times as well about a Canva integration. Is that on the roadmap or does that exist?
No, it does. It's not on our immediate roadmap, but I think we will take a look at it. If there is a lot of demand for it, we'll probably reach out to Canva and have a look at that integration as well.
Is there a roadmap that Sumolings can see, or will there be? I know that, and I don't know if Sumolings know this, but the week or couple weeks following a launch, the roadmaps change drastically. And there's a lot of fantastic feedback. And this is a truly overwhelming in the best way community. And so, yeah, sometimes I know that roadmaps are not always available, especially following an Appsumo launch. Is there a roadmap for people to see, or how might they be able to find that in the future?
Yeah, so I think we will put up a roadmap, like you said, yes. So, one of the things which we had not thought in our roadmap was this removing the restriction in terms of, currently there is a restriction that one code gets you, 3 profiles, and 3 profiles give you 33 channels, but there are 11 of each. And we have got a lot of feedback from Sumolink saying that, hey, this is restrictive, please don't do this, remove it. So we are doing that. And within the tenure of this deal, we will be, kind of making sure that if you have buy one code, you have 33 profiles, you can put all 33 Facebook if you wish to. So I think that is something definitely. So this was not on our roadmap, but is now number 1 on our roadmap. And I think within a week, we will, I think we have got a good sense now as to what people are looking for, specifically from an Appsumo world. And we will publish a roadmap on our website, which will incorporate suggestions which we have received from Sumolink as well.
Wonderful. And yes, Sumolinks, 2 things. One, please send any questions that you have into the Q&A box. We're going to keep working through those. 2, your feedback is always very enjoyed by the founders of these companies and is always really wonderful. But there are a lot of you, which is great. We love that. We want there to be more of you, but there is a lot, which means there's a lot of feedback. Is there an agency plan available if you need around 10 to 15 social media profiles?
Well, actually, the way the Appsumo deal has been constructed was based on our gold plan, which is, but if you can stack multiple codes and once you get, freedom of multiple, social channels, then I think you can pretty much, any agency can use it. So I don't see really a challenge there. Because anyway, we have different roles where you can, within an agency structure, they can definitely function.
Cool. Sorry, Rosario says that they were disconnected while I answered their question. Analytics be downloaded into a PDF and white labeled. Can I get a response written here, please?
Yes, it can be. It can be downloaded as a PDF, and you can put your own logo.
Great. All right. So we don't really have other questions. Oh, is the Appsumo deal mapped to a regular monthly plan, or is this a custom Appsumo plan?
It's a custom Appsumo plan, because if you see the regular deal, I think the discount level is more than 90%. And that too, I'm just taking into account just annual subscription. So yeah, it's quite a great deal. Very sweet for Appsumo, for the Sumo links, yes.
We do love it. We love it. if I stack like 5 to 6 codes for an agency plan, is there any discount available?
So every 3 codes you stack, there is a further sweetening of the deal, which keeps repeating itself and gets carried forward. So if you do 3, then you get 2 channels extra, and then those 2 will get carried out till the 6th, and then again 7th, 8th will get carried out because it will double, and then till the 9th. Yeah. So yes, there is something.
Wonderful. All right. Can users be limited as to which profiles they can access?
Meaning? So I didn't get the question.
Can users be limited to which
Yeah,
profiles
yeah,
they can access?
yes. You can assign users to specific profiles. That is possible. Agents can be assigned to specific profiles. Yeah.
All right. Regarding posting and monitoring in Facebook groups, can you post as both an individual and as a page?
Only on page.
All right. I am answering this question there. Okay. Are there user roles? Can roles be limited on certain users?
Sorry, there is a question.
Anonymous attendee. Are there user roles? Can roles be limited on certain users? It's the very last question.
Okay, so yeah, so there are user roles which are predefined, and the roles are already defined for each user. So what he can do and what he can't do.
All right. Yeah, all of these questions came in at the exact same time. I do not know if this answer already to this question, but is it possible to have images and video in the same post?
Yes. Yeah.
All right. The $59 is a one-time charge. It's a lifetime deal. Welcome to Appsumo.
Yes.
We love it. We love our lifetime deals. Pay once and then forget about it. All right. Can we send for approval to clients?
In the Appsumo deal, it's not there at this point.
Cool. I saw a daily, weekly, and monthly posting schedule. Can I post several times a day?
Yes, you can.
Post all the time. Don't do that. Nobody wants that. Is Zapier integration on the roadmap?
Not immediately. But
All
we could look at it. Let's see. Yeah. Mostly if we do Instagram, for Instagram, it could be Zapier integration. So from that perspective.
What about webhooks?
So what would be the use case?
No idea. I do know this question comes up, so I know there's a use case for it. How many brands can be created? It's in the chat. Dennis broke my rules.
So that, okay. No, I didn't get that. Oh, how many brands? Okay, so yeah, it depends. For right now, the way it is that every code gets you 3 brands, and each of the brand has 11 profiles. But we are based on feedback from Appsumo with the Sumo links, we are looking to remove this restriction. So then basically you can create as many as you want.
Wow, you're really spoiling us. Are there trial versions to test your platform?
Yes, we have a 7 days free trial on our website.
Very fun. The webhook would be for exporting analytics.
Okay. Yeah. So at this point, you can export all the data in the report section, download it as a CSV or a Excel. So that is possible. You can customize it in terms of selecting which metrics you want to download. So that is possible.
Cool. Those are all of the questions that we have. I'm going to go ahead and wrap us up. I know as soon as I say that, another question will come in, but I'm going to ignore it. No, I probably won't. Sumolings, you can go to appsumo.com/CloudSocial right now. All right. Yeah, we got a question. Can you identify where higher frequency of a word comes from, identities, etc.?
What is that?
in the Q&A.
Yes, we could do that.
Yeah.
And the reward frequency chart, we have that available.
Yeah.
Cool.
It is
All right. I'm going to go ahead and no, there is not, Dominique. All right, I'm going to go ahead and close this out. I'm doing it for real this time. Appsumo.com/CloudSocial to redeem your codes. It is starting at $59 for a lifetime deal. And of course, this is backed by Appsumo's 60-day guarantee. So you can go ahead and get set up, play around with it, and see how it works for you. Once you've done that, we do love to hear your comments. You can leave your reviews on the deal page. And then, of course, if you have any more questions, you can also leave those on the deal page as well. Thank you so much for hanging out with us and for walking us through everything and answering everybody's questions. It was great having y'all.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. Bye-bye.
Thank you so much, guys. Bye-bye. Thank you for your time.
Bye.
Bye. Thank you so much.
Bye.